Hey everybody, it's Janine and Holly here, and we are excited to just kind of process all that we've been learning through our channeling practices. And I would like to share, because much of the theme has been on play, I have my magic cape here. I was, at the end of, I posted, I haven't even told you yet, Holly, I posted both of those videos this weekend. So
Oh, okay.
I think your gal who came through, Cassie, I
Yeah.
just posted yesterday,
Okay.
which would have been what day? July 20?
19.
19.
Today's
Okay.
today's 20. Yep. So I
Okay,
had to
20.
look
I
at the
think
bottom of my
Cassie,
screen.
I think that might have posted today, and then yesterday, July 19th, 2026, were the angels that came through.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, much of it was about the power of play, Cassie
Hmm.
especially, the power of play, and
Uh-huh.
she had a cape on. So, for those who are here joining us, we encourage you to go back and listen to the last two posted channelings. One,
Hmm.
I can't remember what I titled it, Angels Teach Us, or, darn it. Okay, anyway, those dates. And then
Yeah.
Cassie teaches us about play. So,
So you're
after,
wearing your cape.
yes.
An
And
honor.
remind us what Cassie was wearing.
Oh yeah, Cassie. Well, she just had on like this. It was a handmade red cape, just that tied around her neck, and it just was long and flowing. She had just her like little underwear and a little tank top on and some tall socks. So she
So
was
such
just
a
a
surprise
7-year-old
visit.
playful spirit.
We've
Uh-huh.
never had a human just
No,
show up randomly that we
no,
weren't asking, will you come through?
no. Right.
It
I'm not
was so,
familiar with her. I don't have any history. I don't know. Um,
so
she did come
surprising.
back this weekend too. I saw her a few times to come
You
in.
did.
Yeah, she was very playful, still wearing the same outfit, and she was hanging around quite a bit. So I was wondering, um, it got me looking up her information because I was,
Uh,
I didn't find anything. But
yeah. Yeah, that
um,
did get us both curious. Yeah.
mhm, mhm.
So after that, we vowed to try to be more playful, right? And to put play into work, make work play instead.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
right before we got on, I'm like, oh, I forgot I was going to dress up. But I have to tell you, I put this on. This is my makeshift cape. And I'm like, this is my magic cape. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking, when I have my magic cape, I can create the world I
Oh,
envision with my imagination,
hmm,
which is really what it's about, what they're teaching,
hmm,
like the power of imagination and play,
hmm.
um, and to visualize just like unconditional love everywhere, and the
Yeah. Well, and when kids play, they're in that elevated mood or emotional state. Like their body even feels it. You just feel excited. You don't really need to have, um, mm, gosh, we get excited when we think about something coming in the future. But when kids are playing, they're excited in the moment
they're
about what
already
they're
in it.
creating. Yeah.
They're already in it. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Which is
They're living
exactly
like the
kind of the
excitement is here.
remembering. Like
Hmm.
you're already a magician, or you're already that powerful. You're
Yeah, they're
already
not waiting for it. When we're waiting, it kind of suggests it's not here. But when
right.
kids play, they're in it. It's
Yeah.
now. And yeah, it's
Yeah.
exciting.
And you feel magical.
Hmm.
Like you feel, yeah,
Yeah, you do.
yeah, so fun. Well, I had started recording early on in our conversation. Holly and I are just waking up saying good morning to each other. And we were talking, okay, I confess my cape is kind of warm. I'm going to take it off now. um, we've had there've been a lot of fires
Fires.
all
Yeah.
over the place. Yeah. And because of that, we've been inside.
Hmm. Well, in it's we live in northern Michigan, so we wait so long for the weather to get nice. And finally, when the weather is nice, we want to be outside. But for the past 4 days, we haven't been able to be outside.
Mm.
Um, so my youngest and I, we're talking about not being able to be outside and he just wants to run and he just wants to play. And when we got out finally yesterday to run through the grass felt so good. We take so
Yeah.
much for granted. To just be outdoors is
Yeah.
huge.
Nature is
Hmm.
just so nurturing.
Hmm.
It is so much a part of us.
Yeah.
I remember when I had asked my guides to give me visions of what we're made of. Of the three, one of them that came was the earth. You're made of the earth,
Yeah.
which we know we are.
Yeah.
It's no wonder we need to be outside.
That's our
It's no wonder
connection.
that's where we feel
Uh-huh.
most ourselves, or yeah.
Hmm. It's nice.
Yeah, and just to be able to take a walk, just to be able to sit under a tree,
Or just sit there. Yeah. Just to be out in it.
to
And
be connecting.
mhm. Yeah. We're fortunate to be able
We really
to
are.
experience that.
Yeah, and that helps us remember who we are also, I think,
Mhm.
because you can get more into the stillness when you're in nature
Yeah.
so often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something fills you.
Yeah. I was telling you, Holly, that the other day I had just, I think it was right before we, no, the day before we channeled, we practiced. I had been able to go on just a beautiful, like, hour-long walk in the morning outside,
Hmm.
and I just had such an overwhelming, just allowing myself to be present with nature and to connect and to allow myself to use my imagination to see what else was there.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
I am with kind of my third eye beginning to see certain trees. It's almost like the ones that feel more ancient just have these silvery, sparkling
Yes.
energy streams of light coming off of them. So when I
Yes.
would walk under them, I'd be like, oh, yes, like fill me up. It was so beautiful. And
Oh,
and part of it too was just I'm always mindful, to go through and open all my chakras when I start my day and opening my heart chakra, and I was just feeling such an overwhelming sense of just unconditional acceptance of everything. And it was just so peaceful. So, and
the
that,
unconditional acceptance is you're not wanting for anything.
right, and acceptance of uh, myself, which has been a huge lesson. We've had past conversations, the
Yeah.
people in our lives who like trigger us the most
Hmm.
are can really be, invitations, opportunities to practice more unconditional acceptance of
Hmm.
ourselves and then of others.
Yeah.
And I found myself toward the end of that walk just allowing myself to let love kind of flow through me with that unconditional acceptance of everybody, like even those who are creating war, even
Oh,
those in the political arenas that I
yeah.
disagree with, just accepting absolutely everybody.
That's big.
It is. It's huge for me.
I think
They're
it's big for most people.
yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
But to
But
shift out of that anger or
yes,
frustration.
because that is how we create the world we want to live in,
Hmm.
by really embracing and accepting everybody's journey, everybody's lessons
Hmm.
to learn, everybody's practice in this experience, right? This
Yeah.
illusion.
Yeah. So what would you say? So when we're practicing unconditional acceptance, takes us out of that resistance frequency, sort of say, I don't know.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
and when we're not in resistance, we're in allowing, in
And
it
it,
all kind of,
and therefore that moves us back into the field of oneness,
yeah,
which is where we have the power. We get to put our magician's cape back on, right? Where we
yeah.
have the power to visualize and create the life we choose,
Hmm.
the earth that we choose to live in. There's so much more power in that field.
There's and it changes your emotional state when you get into that unconditional acceptance. Unconditional of anything, really, I guess.
Yes,
Unconditional
because
love.
love goes straight with it. Yes.
Yeah. It's just a state of ease and allowing, and you can tell your muscles even relax.
Hmm.
Your nervous system relaxes.
You feel
Everything
everything go
opens.
down.
Mm-hmm.
You breathe easier. You move out of the
Yeah.
fight or flight mode.
Yeah. And that opens you up to the field of oneness.
Yes. And so for a solid year, I remember hearing from love itself, in our union is all power. This is where the power is, to
Uh-huh.
come back into your natural state of unconditional acceptance and love for yourself and for everyone. Yeah.
And it really seems it takes catching yourself. It takes a certain level of awareness of where your thoughts are going.
Paying attention to what your body's
Yeah.
telling you. Yeah.
Yeah, paying attention to even the physiological responses to your thoughts.
Yes.
Um,
So often I feel it in my body first
yeah.
before then
Yep.
I can say, oh, what am I telling myself? What's going on?
Oh my gosh, and that's so important. So important to be in tune. And then you have the opportunity to shift your frequency.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I have a perfect example. So I've been practicing not focusing on like having to have, so many clients in a week to make so much income to make sure we can pay
Sure.
the bills, all the
Sure.
worry stuff. I
Yep.
don't know if I told you this before or not, but I think it was Saturday or Friday, I'm not sure. I was sitting to go through my billing to, just do all that
Yeah.
stuff that's my least favorite. But
Yeah.
I was starting to feel like all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this anxiety. I don't usually get anxiety, but
Uh-huh.
man, the anxiety hit hard. And it took a while before I finally realized, oh, this started when I looked at the number of clients I had this week and went, oh my gosh, that's not enough income.
Oh, your brain was telling you.
Yeah, right away. Like, oh, the judge, the ego, all that stuff just
Yeah.
clicked on. And once I
Yeah.
realized it, Jerry walked by. I'm like, oh, let me tell you what just happened. And right away, he's so good. He's repeating everything I've been telling him. Clear off the old stuff. Clear it off. Let it all go.
Yes.
Breathe.
Yay, Jerry.
Remember who you are. This
Yes.
is the old paradigm.
It is.
And in the new paradigm, in the reality of who we really are,
Mhm.
we don't create through all this hard efforting. We are abundant. We already create and have
Mhm.
everything we need. And it doesn't have to come through all this stress and
It
stuff.
doesn't have to come through effort because there's oneness, because it's us, it's an extension of us.
It's us, yes.
It's us.
Yes. And
And
we
that,
are this magnetic resonance field. So
mhm.
however we feel within, we project and create externally.
And that is such a hard well, I would
It's a big
mindful of
transition.
my words. It's a challenging transition from everything we've ever been taught on how to effort, and then we get like relaxation or you get a reward through effort.
Right, yes.
But
Now I get to relax. Now I get to play. Now,
and
yeah.
when you ease into that allowing, that's where you experience the abundance of
Yes, when
like,
you already know I am the source of all.
I
Yeah,
am.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Boom. But that's a transition. That's a huge
This
pivot.
this is a big pivot, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which I've been working on for many years and still
Mm-hmm.
like can have such intense anxiety. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really is a gradual shifting for all of us to a whole new paradigm.
It is.
Yeah.
And yay for Jerry for recognizing
Yeah, he
and
was so
using
good.
what you've been talking
Clear
about.
it off, clear
Throw it
off the
back
old
at you.
wineskins. Yes. Yeah, and I did. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, good. I feel better again. I can, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
you have to start with paying attention. What am I feeling in my body?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where's this coming from? What am I teaching
Yep.
myself?
And oftentimes I kind of wake up in the middle of the night with those feelings, and early in the morning that it feels like an anxiety, but I really think it's just the new energies coming in, the everything flowing in. It's new to my body, so my body's panicking a bit. Like it's not
Oh,
familiar
okay.
with it. It's not the old stuff. We know how to deal with the old stress, but this, not even that this is stress, it's just new and it's
New
unfamiliar.
energy.
So my body responds as if it's in danger. But
Right, to
training my
convince,
body that it's safe,
to let down, to let it in.
yeah, to allow that energy to come in, because we are being, I think, a heavy influx of energies flowing through the
Yeah,
collective,
yeah.
um, through Earth, and to relax our bodies through it.
And there's such a mix. There's a mix of the old stuff crumbling, falling apart, the
Mm-hmm.
old stuff in us needing to let go,
Mm-hmm.
and then the
Yeah.
new energies coming in and needing to allow that in. So
Yeah.
it's about allowing in every angle. Yeah.
It is about allowing, because even when we have things in our life that we don't enjoy, but they're familiar, and we have a tendency to cling to what's familiar. Even though we don't like doing it, we still want to
Mhm.
stay in that routine because it's familiar and it feels safe. So this is a complete unraveling of,
It really, really is.
and
Which
just
kind
breathing through it.
which kind of leads me into what we received in our channeling, just that we just posted.
Yeah.
Um, so, side note to go with it, Jerry wants another
Oh,
dog,
yeah. Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, maybe it's time for me to start exploring for him. I don't know that I'm really ready.
Hmm.
So anyway, long story short, I caught myself like hyper focusing, over analyzing what type of dog we should get, how, just like spending way too much time on it.
Yes.
The ego was totally having a heyday, right?
Hmm.
And I'm kind of panicking, like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much work. Am I ready for all this work? How's our dog going to do? And
Hmm.
then I listened to the channeling that came through to the angels, and I'm like, oh, this is the total opposite of what they're talking about. There's the ego.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
so once I heard that, once I started listening, I'm like, oh, right, right, right. Cut the cord. I'm trying to figure out how to help introduce people because to this whole concept because I'd asked my guides for a couple things. One being, could you give me a vision of what we could hold on to uh, during these challenging times? Like, what vision can we keep our minds on to help us through this transition when things are so rough? And I had totally forgotten or hadn't realized that that was the answer to the question when I got this vision several days later.
Hmm.
And so the angels, I didn't even realize, Holly, you had asked during the beginning of this channeling the angels, can you explain the visions our channel's been
Yeah.
having?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they totally gave the answers,
They
which just
did.
floored me, which helps me like all the more like, oh my gosh, this is real. Like none of this had occurred to me. So they're explaining that the vision I had of I had awakened and I'm seeing like beings that are not familiar to me. So I would classify them as like galactics, different shapes, different looks, different colors, all like standing, holding candles, like they're having. And at first I thought, because another question I had asked was, can you show me who you are? Can you, I really want to see pictures. So at first I'm like, oh, that's so sweet of you. Like you're easing me into this very unique look with candlelight. But I,
Romanticizing it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, like you're making it easier. It's a nice soft glow. I love
Yeah.
candlelight. That's perfect for me.
Yeah.
And then later I thought, oh, maybe this was a vigil. Maybe they're holding a candlelight vigil. So again, never dawned on me that this was an answer to what should we keep our focus on.
Oh. Mhm.
So then the angels answered your question with that. Do you want to explain what you heard from them with that then?
I have to go back. I guess while they were explaining, I was just looking at the visual of them all literally standing with candles in their hands. But it was more about the collective and even the earth and what everybody is going through right now. Um, and honoring. Um, and I can't even really remember everything that they were saying right now.
I remember you saying it's kind of like a dream. It helped me to listen back again yesterday
Yeah, yeah.
because what they answered in my question was keep your keep your focus on this love that is pouring in for you. Like all of us
Mm-hmm.
beyond the veil of separation, galactic angels, all everyone, we are holding the light for you. We are holding the light of source for you. We're here for you. Hold on to this and feel it. Like let yourselves really absorb it.
Oh,
And I remember them saying, use your imagination in whatever way you want. Like, how does your imagination create this visual
mhm.
for you?
Yes, 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 yeah. Because it what, yeah, and I remember they were saying, or the impression that I was getting is not everybody is going to look the same. So don't compare yours if you don't have the same experience that someone else has. Um,
Right. Yeah. Everybody's different.
that it works for you. Your imagination is going to create for you or remind you of what you need.
Hmm. Yeah. And what your memory is of this.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. And
Yes,
then,
there's not like a blueprint of here's what you need for everybody. Everyone is
right.
unique.
But it's here. Like
Hmm.
love beyond the veil. There's so much, and you just have to open your heart to begin to let yourself imagine the depth of love that's here for you,
Yeah.
waiting for you,
Hmm.
holding the space, holding the light for you. So whatever imagery comes for you is perfect for you.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then they answered the second question. The second vision I'd had um, was somebody was in my body with me. You know the kind of clippers you use for like a huge tree branches?
Oh yeah.
They were helping me hold those and
Mhm.
cut this giant cord, this really thick cord. And I had no idea what that meant. I'm like, that's interesting. What cord are we? Like,
Hmm.
does this have something to do with like the DNA strand? What is this? I really wasn't
Yeah.
picking up what it was. And they explained that is the ego, which is the tether that keeps you
Mhm.
to the illusion of separation,
Oh,
which totally floored me and had never occurred to me. So I want to put a few things together because I had like several visions all in a row, which just this morning are all starting to make sense for me.
okay.
So, but I guess we should elaborate. So the ego, they're saying, you're letting go of the ego so that, which is the cord that's holding you into this illusion of separation.
Mhm.
So as you let go of the ego, as you hold on to the love and focus on the good and the beautiful,
Mm.
right? Then that ego strand just dissipates, right? It just gets less and less powerful. It becomes cut, severed, right? But the other vision, so many came all right in a row. So I know that maybe this, but I had asked whatever you think I need, one night. And what I was given
Mm.
was this golden crystal. Somebody had it was a hand holding out this golden crystal. And then in the same series, when I got the tether cutting, was also this amazing imagery, which is exactly what we're all doing. This golden crystal was in my heart space or solar plexus, right? And I was literally seeing my etheric body, like seeing myself as an energy body and feeling myself ascend. Like
Oh,
had this feeling of being lifted. It was an amazing feeling. And now I'm putting it all together. The golden crystal, right, is the connection with all the love that's here for us. That golden crystal is this opening of our hearts inward to the truth of who we are at one with all of this love.
ah,
That's the gift, right?
mm.
And putting our opening our hearts to like connect with that. Didn't you at one point like see a strand of light
It was like a golden, yes, it was. Yes.
between the heart and all of
Mm-hmm.
this love, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm picturing like a balloon, a hot air balloon. So like it's fueled with this flame of love, right?
Oh, that's a
Right.
good description. Yes.
And then
Yeah.
the tether is being cut.
Oh,
The ego, I get chills as I think of this, and the
mm-hmm.
tether is being cut. So the more we embrace unconditional love for ourselves and others and all this love that's here for us, right? Our
Mm-hmm.
bodies rise. Something,
Yeah.
yeah. So then the tether was cut in this vision, and then I'm seeing this butterfly fly up. This is what's
Amazing.
this is what's happening for all of us.
Ah,
And they're giving us these step by step. So the play, the playfulness, remember how they said that helps you remember
yeah.
your natural state. It helps you
Mm-hmm.
remember your soul before it got, buried
Bombarded. Uh-huh.
by all the ego messages.
So, like, an even tangible evidence of that was when you were going through your builds this
Hmm.
weekend. So, the ego, that chord was
Yeah.
telling you, oh my gosh, you're not, this doesn't
You're not
calculate.
enough. Yeah, you
You're
should have
not
been
enough.
working harder. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And so, the minute you could remember, oh, wait a minute,
Right.
I
Yeah,
got to
this is
shake
the
all this
old
stuff. This is
paradigm.
just old stuff. I got to clip this line.
Yeah.
You, you feel lighter. You feel
And
better.
I
You feel,
literally did that. I'm literally like, cut it, cut it, cut it. I don't want
yes.
this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's freeing.
So freeing. Yeah.
Hmm.
But we don't get it. Like, you want to have the trust, right? Building the trust that
Yeah.
you're safe to let go
Which
is
brings
the
me,
trick.
it is. And the trust is when you can feel it in your body. Because if you are telling yourself, the thoughts alone, well, so if you're thinking all these positive things that like I am one, I am one, I am one with all, but your body is still anchored in that fear. If your ego still has, but wait a minute, no, you're not.
But how
Like
are
your
we going to
body
pay the
still,
bills? Yeah.
how are we going to pay the bills and you're being irresponsible? But you're
Yeah.
like, no, I am one, but your body is feeling the stress of it. That's the tether that's keeping you anchored down. So play really does put you in the moment where you can release all those densities of fear and what ifs and just be. So
And
if
help you
you're
remember.
and help you remember. So if your body can get into that state of elation or relaxation or love,
Yes.
because your thoughts are there, your body has to go with it. And
And
that's
sometimes
when,
it's about like for me so often it's about sitting in the stillness like under my favorite tree out in nature,
mm-hmm,
right? And saying let go, let go, let
yeah,
go. Like
yeah,
letting the old fall off
mm-hmm,
so that my heart can open to remember to have the
yeah,
felt sense of who I
mm-hmm,
am beyond this illusion
mm-hmm.
because it's that felt sense is what gradually helps your body to say, yes, it really is safer in the new paradigm than the old.
Yes, and it might begin with just a blink of an eye of, or like a moment of peace. Your body might begin to feel it in just a moment.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah. And like you've said, you've had moments where you just are reduced to tears.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
think of one of those? Like, what were you doing?
You know, a a lot of times is when I'm just in the present moment, maybe in a meditation
Hmm.
of oneness. When I feel connected, that is such an overwhelming state of like gratitude and love that I don't think we experience a lot on this plane. So
Right.
it bombards and it's just
It's like relief, isn't it? Like
mhm,
intense
mhm,
relief.
mhm. And when we're talking about, those moments when we get those moments, it reminds me of what Mother Mary was saying. When you can spend time, she was saying, smell the roses, and if you
Yeah.
can just be in the moment of smelling the roses and you can have that peace and love, and the more opportunities you give yourself for allowing,
Yeah.
that allowance expands and those moments become a little bit longer and then a little bit longer. And she's like, and pretty soon you're just always in a state of allowing.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're expanding. We're allowing ourselves to expand back into the truth of who we really are.
And
Yeah.
it starts with just like little tiny moments.
Tiny little bits. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was first on this journey, way caught up in all the to do stuff, I remember literally like, I am going to sit on my couch and I am going to read my book. Even though I should be doing laundry, even though, my kids were little, even though I should
Yeah.
be doing the dishes, even though,
Yeah.
and I had to like literally breathe through the anxiety of the ego telling me all that I should be doing
Mm-hmm.
instead.
Mm-hmm.
Like it takes one little baby step at a time.
It
And
does.
until that peace starts to come and it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this actually feels better. This
This feels better. Your body does freak out when you start doing things differently because you're going into the unknown. It's not the routine. It's not familiar. And its natural response is to panic. But
mm-hmm,
if you can remind yourself, I am safe,
mm-hmm.
I am, whatever words you want to
Yeah.
find, I am loved.
Do you remember? I don't remember who it was I was channeling. I don't know if it was Michael, Archangel Michael, but they said, remember, like the ego system is built on fear.
Oh,
I don't know if you remember that. And so you come by it honestly. I mean,
hmm
this was a system you created because you wanted to stay tethered to the forgetting
ah,
for this
well, it served a
experience.
purpose.
It served a purpose, yes.
Uh-huh.
But the purpose is over now. Well, you can still have it if you want, but if you
You can
don't
still
want
have
to
it if
do
you
it,
want. And don't you find it's an ease to be thanking the ego for everything it did do because it did a great job. I mean, it's pretty
that's a
strong.
really good point. Yeah,
Like, thank you for serving these purposes, or for me, for thank
right.
you for benefiting me. And all of these, when you think back of getting through school or learning to drive a car or
Yeah,
doing your taxes or whatever, um, we had to be alert, aware, and aware of our surroundings, or it has served a great purpose for us, but it's no longer needed. And so kind of like how do you like gracefully bow out from its services?
yeah, that's beautiful because I think about like even with these wildfires, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The contrast has helped us appreciate nature all the more, has helped us
Yes.
all the more value. Oh my goodness, this is so
Just clean
priceless.
air.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think I've ever thought about clean air. We're in a privileged, born into a privileged area where our air is just naturally, we can breathe our air.
Right. Yeah.
And these past few days have really brought on, oh my gosh.
Yeah. To have ashes on the grass.
Yes, on our car, and we're not even in the bad spots.
You're not
I'm
even
kidding with
in
those
it. Yeah.
the people living there. Yeah.
Yeah. That contrast really
Hmm.
teaches you how there's huge lessons in there. And the ultimate to me is like, how do I unconditionally love? How do I remember who I am in the midst of something that's so painful? How do I learn to unconditionally love
How do I learn? And
even those who are so can be so cruel or lost in the game?
mhm. And I think we head in a direction we don't want to go when we become frustrated and angry at the ego. That kind of keeps us in that spiral. But if we can
Yes.
come from a place of gratitude where it really
Yeah,
has
thank you.
served us in
Yeah,
love, like, but I don't need you anymore. You can go on
right.
and serve as you do.
That is so wise, Holly, instead of resisting, because resisting just creates more
Creates
resistance.
more of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That anger and that frustration
yeah,
for it, or that judgment,
yeah.
or that,
Like, no, no, thank you, but I can let you go now. You were
yeah,
helpful.
you did a beautiful
I'm ready to
job.
let go. Yeah,
Uh-huh. And then it kind of naturally dissipates because there's
right.
no tension, there's no connection.
Yeah, you're not in a
No.
tug of war anymore with it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And I'm getting the sense like the more we let go, the more we open our hearts to recognize the love that we are that like flows through us, the more we feel lighter, the
No.
more it's like that hot air balloon, our body rises. It
Yeah, we continue to rise. That I love the hot air balloon analogy because that is, oh,
and that's what it felt like. It's such a ease, it's such a
mm-hmm.
lifting, such a lightness. Yesterday I wasn't feeling very well. I was really just incredibly tired.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just kind of surrendered. I'm like, okay, this is where I practice unconditional acceptance, you know. I'm just gonna let go. But I just sat back in my recliner and visualized this love. Like at one point they'd said like little dewdrops, colorful dewdrops of
Oh
love
yeah.
falling
Yeah.
from around you, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I was just visualizing all of that love soaking into my body, like nourishing my body and letting it heal from
Mm-hmm.
whatever was going on.
That's really wise that you say that. And I'm going to take that into it. I've been feeling really tired too. And so I'll have like 3 o'clock. I'm having myself a cup of coffee because I'm going to fight through, resist.
Hmm.
And obviously, your body's telling you just
Just rest.
rest, just
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. Yeah, we know when we just feed it with more caffeine, we're just stressing our adrenals. Yeah. But I did the same thing. At one point, Jerry's like, well, maybe you could take a nap. I'm like, or I could have a Diet Coke,
I know.
which I did
Why?
till
Uh-huh.
3 o'clock. I hit a wall. I'm like, I have got to just rest. And
I
I
have to
did.
just lay down.
And I
Uh-huh.
literally slept for an hour and a half. And
Mhm.
it didn't make sense to me because I'd had a pretty good night's sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that's
And
part of the
you
energies, you know?
And it must be, I laid down too yesterday and there's such a difference. Do you ever, the minute you lay down, it's almost as if everything, all these weights
Let go. You just let
let go. I feel melted into whatever, if I'm on the floor or on the couch or on my bed, wherever I'm laying. And it's instantly my mind is somewhere else. It's like that's like a different kind of rest. It feels
Oh,
like,
you mean your mind goes into the silence. It lets go?
yeah, it lets go.
Because I know that's
Yeah.
not the case for many people. Like your mind's still going, or for me,
Oh,
sometimes it's
right.
still
Yeah.
going
And for
around.
most
Yeah.
people, before you go to bed, you have those racing thoughts. But
Yeah.
there's like such a difference between when you are like, I can't stay awake anymore. I have to go lay down. And it's
Oh,
such
yeah.
a,
Just
oh,
lets go. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Even if it's a short nap, it seems to be rejuvenating.
You know, they say our guides, our, higher selves say, and this was a message I've gotten, like we speak to you through like gentle nudges, through in like what we were taught in our class. Spirit can't just, have a conversation like this.
Right.
Have to tune in.
Yeah. It's
And
very
so
subtle.
spirit could be speaking to you through the impulse of your body, through what your body it is. It's
Mm-hmm.
we're being guided through those gentle nudges, those gentle
Mm-hmm.
impulses.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's spirit, that's our higher selves saying your body needs to rest.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
rest. Yeah, go
Mm-hmm.
rest.
And allowing it to rest rather than thinking the dishes need to be done. I haven't
Rather
put
than,
dinner on, and we have, your list of things.
and that really is actually a good example of the hot air balloon. Like when you, instead of going to do one more thing, go and sit and breathe and let down and let go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect example of, okay, I'm letting the tether go. I'm letting myself be elevated. I'm tuning into my higher self within me. I'm just breathing and observing and letting my body just rise in vibration, coming back into the field, into the oneness.
It is. You can
And
feel it when you imagine that.
isn't that where insights come, where answers come, where you're not pushing either through the head or the body.
You get out of that analytical mind space and to that allowing space that is with that frequency of oneness or with the all.
Right. Yeah.
You get your best thoughts or ideas or solutions
Yeah.
when you let go.
Into the dog, into the puppy dilemma.
Yeah.
It all unfolded beautifully. Jerry and I ended up watching a puppy training video for an hour. And shortly thereafter, he sat on the bed and he looked at me and he said, we don't have to do this right now. And I was like, no, we don't. And we decided to wait. We're not ready. We just
Oh,
decided to wait. We were pushing to make it happen. And I was following his lead because he really wants it, but I
yeah.
really wasn't ready. Um, and in that stillness, when we're like feeling the relief, comes you'll know when it's the right time. You'll
Oh,
know when you're ready. You will
yep.
know when that little soul, so I got more to this space of I'm calling that little soul being to us. So we will know it when we see it,
Mhm.
and we will feel the resonance. But that couldn't have come through the pushing. It had to come when we had, gradually stepped back and started to let go.
You're absolutely right. You had to get out of the way in
Yeah.
order.
Yeah. I wasn't letting spirit lead. I was just pushing and analyzing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
So
a great example.
was there more? So from the ego cutting was the explanation of not focusing on it, focusing on the love, focusing on the beauty, focusing on the
Mhm.
play,
Mhm.
focusing on, let your imagination go into
Yeah.
what this love looks like. Be open to it.
Be open to it and it's safe. You are always being supported, you're always being surrounded. So it's safe to let go of the ego,
The
of
old
your obligations,
wineskins. Yeah.
of what you call responsibility.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Everything just will flow. You will be led. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then, as true to form, I love how whoever comes in for you is like just giving in one more extra little piece to that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So Cassie really showed the power of play.
Yeah, and she said there is power in play.
She was comparing it to her play with the planets, with those large source of consciousness.
And the energy of it,
Yes.
which is fascinating.
Uh-huh. She's
You
like play
imagine
is
this
a
little being of
superpower.
light playing with this powerful
Yeah.
energy of the planets. Oh my gosh, what fun it must be
Uh-huh.
in that arena, huh?
And to carry it here
Yeah,
is like your superpower. Play is your
right. Like we all
superpower.
need to imagine we have capes on and we're
Capes
Superman
on.
because we are.
Uh-huh.
And I
Yeah.
loved what she said about how when we play, the inner parts of our body lights up.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
remember that?
Oh
Were you
yeah, like
seeing
a
a vision of
firework.
that? Yeah, like
Yeah, it was.
fireworks are going
Um,
off.
hmm Yeah. It's like sparks of remembrance. It's a joy. It's a coming home. It's a feeling that your soul celebrates. And
Yeah.
it lights different places up. It Play does that for us.
And and somewhere in there was like kind of that helps you shift back into your light body. Is that
Yeah. Oh,
correct? Did I
she did
get
say
that?
something like that.
Yeah.
She did. Now that you're saying that, I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, but
To go
it
back and
was a that
watch.
helps with the transition
Yeah.
just to play. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And that is a whole paradigm shift for us because we lose our remembrance of how to play
Hmm.
when we get so focused.
Even our desire to play, we get so
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah. We have to really like stoke the fires of our imagination as adults.
Yeah, you do.
I've really
Whether
had to
it's
like be intentional about it. What can I
mhm,
imagine here? Yeah.
through dancing, through moving your body, through creating.
Through wearing silly costumes,
Yeah, through wearing silly costumes, through wearing bright clothes, through wearing silly different
through
clothing.
eating chocolate cake.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She had a big piece of chocolate cake, a layered chocolate cake.
I love that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, and I felt this like when I put this cape on, which was the only thing I could find at the moment.
Yeah.
I felt it when I put it on. I started to remember what it felt like to be like magical, like it's interesting how it shifts
Uh-huh.
things when you just do it.
Have you ever bought a wand, a playful wand?
I
That is
used
something.
I want to do that. Let's buy
Yes.
wands. Yes.
Yes.
I want to do
I
that. I
mean,
used to have like a stick that like those
mhm.
things with the I don't know, little stars that moved through it. It was
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
like a
Yes.
little
The
I don't know,
baton,
that
like a
had
glowing
water.
baton.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
But
That
yeah,
would
those like
work.
those Harry Potter sticks. I get it now. I
Anything.
forgot. Yeah, I
Mhm.
remember when my granddaughter got one, from Disney World, for Harry Potter or whatever. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, the money spent on a little wand. But but
But
now
you're
that I
like,
think of
think of
it,
it. Hmm.
how that fosters the imagination is
Hmm.
beautiful.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Be playful and to have a wand and then it like takes your imagination and carries it places. Ugh.
I don't care if it's a stick, whatever it is, I will come up with a wand. That's a great idea. Yeah.
We have a craft show that comes, every several times a year, and they make these wands out of it's like dried, no, what do you call that? A hot glue stick. And then it just melts down and it melts down and then
Oh,
they paint it all with like sparkly colors and it's really
oh, that's cool. Yeah.
cool. So we've gotten a couple of different wands, but I play with the wands and it transforms me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It calls up that felt sense memory, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're trying to ignite in us is our childlike self, which is our higher self, right? Coming
Is our
into this
higher
little
self.
body.
And
Yeah.
we're magical, magnificent beings. So somehow holding a wand brings that back.
Right. Yeah. And we want to pull up and create more of those felt sense experiences.
Mhm.
I remember when I saw my sisters right after Jerry and I had gotten done with our trip to Alaska,
Oh, yeah.
which was magical in so many ways, right? And they both looked at me and they said, "You're positively, you are glowing."
Oh,
And I think I was. Like, I felt like I was emanating from the inside out with all of the joyful experiences we'd had, all the encounters and dancing and just all the fun.
oh, and that's what you said. It was play. You
It was
played
nonstop play.
the
Yeah,
whole time.
yeah. We need to play. We're
Mhm.
allowed to play more, and that will help us
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. Mm.
Mhm.
So thanks to Cassie too for totally surprising us.
Could totally. Yep.
Yeah. And for
And
all
she
our
can come back and tell us more.
and for all our kids and puppies and dogs who help us remember to play.